It was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now Wilson. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And he goes out right around the 39. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on 1st down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off, not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down. Makes it manageable now.
36 power.
On 3rd down, Wilson. This goes to Mack on the check down. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. There's Wilson. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the 1st down and a 21-yard gain. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory, down at the 33. Wilson. They'll run the screen with Mack. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Colts have taken the lead. Extra point now by Boswell. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7 as they come up 1st and 10.
Watch the twist, watch the twist. Watch the twist, watch the twist. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Max Crosby able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. 57's the mic. Watch 57. Strip that ball. Strip that ball. Check, check, go.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on second and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
Here's Murray. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So on fourth down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Back deep, D.D. Westbrook. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. This is taken at the 15. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles.
Accelerating, and off he goes. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marlon Mack with his second. Touchdown here in this first half. And the Colts strike quickly here for 6 points. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on third down.
It's our time. It's our time. 56.
Murray going to try to throw on third down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Now it's Wilson. This complete to Jones. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he? And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
Let's get this.
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Second down, Murray sets to throw. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Murray with a third and long. And that is incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. A good return there, 17 yards. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. from midfield now. Here's Wilson. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. To throw is Wilson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Let's go, D, let's go. Hey, let's get there. 56, the mic, boys, 56. Check, 56.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
Yo.
On 2nd down, here's Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And an alley to run. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. I love plays like that. A defensive lineman holding the football. It's like a kid who stole a cookie from the cookie jar, and then he's just fleeing the scene of the crime.
And all he's doing in his mind, reliving his days when he was young, probably played fullback at his high school.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Royce Freeman. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Colts use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Boswell good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken just inside the 10. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You're going over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got...
Oh, now Murray has it stripped, and the Colts pick it up. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
51 to Mike. Bring it. Bring it.
Now Wilson on first down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Throwing on second and long. Wilson, the open man is Westbrook. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for third down.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Wilson now to throw on third down. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point put through by Boswell, and the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
On second and 11 now. Murray eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Check tight end. Check tight. Check.
Mike's 56. Stop your whining.
Mike 56. Mike 56.
You got nothing today. You got nothing.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. Forced out to his left. And he fires one, but incomplete. Well, the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way. That's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth.
That's baby shot.
Tight dog. Tight dog. Tight dog.
Check safety. Check safety.
SOS.
They do go for it. It's Murray escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Alert. Let's go, D. Big series right.
Took right. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
51's Mike. Mike 51.
You gonna see me?
Wilson. Complete to Jones. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Marvin Jones, his second touchdown of the afternoon as his guys continue to pour it on.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
I'm coming. Mike's 56. Watch the pass.
To throw, it's Murray. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
56 the mic. 56 is the mic. Push him back. Push him back.
Now Murray. Murray fighting, lost the football, and the Colts pick it up, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes, but it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
Mike's 5-4.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
On first down, Mack. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
20-yard line.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
It's our field. Hey, it's our house.
Now it's Wilson. And this is caught at the 8. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
Waiting. 14, front it.
Hey, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Chef. Rotate. Spell. Check 3.
14. 12.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Colby Listenby with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Colts use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Boswell good with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now Leonard Fournette. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. Mike's 5'9", Mike's 5'9".
On second and 11 now. Murray. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Trey Flowers, the former Arkansas Razorback, in there to get him. First and second down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
Murray going to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
They're going for it. It's Murray. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
14.
Here's Wilson to throw. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
Watch the slant.
49, check 49.
Again, it'll be Mack. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off their victory. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. Now Wilson. Buying time to his left. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
And Boswell's kick is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56. Hey, here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Go. Undercrunch.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Flushed out right. He's going to let it fly. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 29. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed the quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll run on 1st down. It's Mack. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle. But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Colts, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for Miami, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.